Hi YouTube,
Hey,
it's
y'all.
your boy Jalen.
And your girl,
Stop.
Raven.
You're supposed to do your own thing, whatever, bro.
No.
Oh my
And your
gosh.
girl, Raven.
Oh no, bro, you're supposed to be
That
in
made it
sync with
worse.
me.
That made it worse.
You were supposed to be in sync with me. But anyway, today we are reacting
Okay.
to Raven's big forehead. We're reacting to full Cody and Satori interview at the Conjuring house.
Chica wanted to join and almost knocked these headphones down.
Because
but
he smells something.
He
Listen,
smelled my bugger.
if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave.
Yes, please. Take like 2 seconds. 2-3 seconds.
That's all you need. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video thoroughly, and make sure you comment, because we have an engaging community that loves to talk with everybody. So,
Period.
with that being said, let's get right into it. It's gonna be an awesome and amazing video.
And real quick,
So,
no hate.
no hate.
No hate on
We not
Cody and
debunking
Satori.
nothing, because there is nothing to debunk. So.
Period.
Put it that way. You can be a skeptic. You can have your own views. We will never shun you or shut you down for having those views. But we do ask that you be respectful and that
Yes,
you treat it
please.
as if it was your own child. I don't know where
that's
I was
a little
going
deep.
with that.
That's really deep.
I don't
but
know
all
where I
right.
was going with
Let's
that.
get into it, because you're going crazy.
Just don't be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
You're being crazy. Okay, Cardi B. Ooh!
We have never met or
Why did it do that? Why did it do... I told you it was crunchy. The chicken is fine. Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. I'll eat it. I'll eat it.
I can kill somebody with this.
I could eat it.
Like, if I wanted to slice their face open, I could just do it with this. No.
So I said I could have had the fries, but you said there was only like a couple. I'm sorry.
heard of anybody that does exactly this. The closest thing we could find were the Fox sisters during the spiritualist movement, but there are some differences to what they did to what we do.
They had to do it in pitch black, and they were wearing long dresses.
You couldn't see their shoes or their feet.
Yeah, there was a lot of conspiracy surrounding them, that they were faking things.
We've been doing this for so long, we've never seen anybody that's been able to actually communicate and show proof through sounds. And we just want to say, like, we think this could be something that's, like, groundbreaking to the world. And I don't know if you guys understand that.
No, you're just buttering us up. I don't know.
I'm being
Wait,
100%.
Yeah, when you first saw you could do this, like, what did you think?
It was an overnight case. The rest of the team, it led up to this, and finally the team was like, maybe it's something with you guys. We found out that it was intelligent, whatever the noise was, and we just stayed up that entire night just asking questions. The first thing that was said is, how is this possible? And we're like, how is this possible? We have no idea. Started asking questions as to what they see. They said they see a light, kind of like a beacon that shines up. We sound really loud when we hold each other's hands for some reason. At first, when we started bringing somebody's family member through, I can't remember the first time we did it, but it definitely was very emotional for all of us involved. And now, a few years later, we have learned to just focus in on the alphabet and not so much the emotional part, because that would be much more difficult to get through the session, you know what I mean?
It's taxing.
We still have no idea how it works.
Why do you think?
All we know is it only works when we hold hands, touch in some physical way, like I hug him or something like that. As soon as we stop touching some sort of physical way, it just completely disappears. So the closest thing we can think of is either like tuning into something, breaking down a barrier, or connecting like wires to sort of make something happen.
And we tried talking to a lot of groundbreaking people in the paranormal, like path pavers and stuff. They've had many different theories. One says it's like a psychokinetic energy in that kind of spectrum of communication. Some people have said it's like a circuit. When we do it, I feel like shin splints in my ankles, and she feels it up at her head. So some people feel like the energy's coming through the floor and then out of her. Spirits don't know how it's working either, so it's not like we can ask them, how is this possible? We've always wondered why us. So I believe there's more people out there. It may not be knocking noises that they get. Maybe they get visions or something when they hold each other's hands.
Do you believe that you guys, like, found each other through, like, some sort of, like, a destiny, like it was meant to happen?
I think everything's meant to happen.
Oh yeah, for a
Everything
fact.
happens for a
We
reason.
definitely
For a
clicked
fact.
right away and became fast friends.
And the funny thing is, you know when that person is supposed to be yours, even though you don't want them to be, just by things that happen in your life. Like, there are times where I'm like, I can't stand Raven.
Oh, of course.
But there's a lot of
I
things that
trust.
call back to why I need her in my life. So, yes, everything
needs
does have an importance of getting to where it needs to be in a timely manner. So,
Agreed.
yeah.
Thanks for being a big
I
fan.
think everyone has, you know, somebody out there if you're meant to find them. Or maybe a best friend or something like that. You know what I mean? There you go.
Do you guys think you need to have this connection to supply the spirit's energy? Because if Sam and I were to just ask randomly, it might not happen. Do you think they maybe respect you more because they are used to you?
I'm not sure. It might be out of respect. I do think that we are emitting a lot of energy, so I guess in a way it could be fueling something to happen, because we've done sessions before and sometimes we've let go and like lights have flickered in the house or like sounds have started in the
you're
house
like, "Wait,
still
come back,
even
come
after
back."
we're touching. Might just be an energy battery that sort of just keeps going a little bit after.
It might, and there's been investigations where we've asked spirit, you know, what are you able to do in this physical world? Are you able to move a chair or something like that? And we had one spirit come through one time and says, a newspaper. I can move a newspaper. So we're like, okay, let's find a newspaper. And we set it up, walked away, and you see the newspaper get pressed down and then lift back up again. So
Oh my gosh.
I think it depends on the spirit as well. I picture it as each spirit kind of has a different battery level, and the higher the battery level, the more they can interact with this environment. And maybe Satori and I are able to fuel that.
Yes.
Maybe it's like charging a room with EMF or something like that.
I think
it kind of
so.
works on the same thing. It definitely has progressed since we started.
The consistency or loudness or everything?
Yeah, absolutely. It drained us a lot at first. We would only talk for like 5-minute increments, and then we'd have to wait a few days. Now it's definitely progressed, and we can do it more on command.
Wow.
Which we have seen. Oh,
Do you
yeah.
think this house
That's
in
a good
particular
question.
is more special than others?
Definitely, in my opinion. I think this house is something different than anywhere else I've ever been.
I think the property takes up about 70% of the puzzle, and then the house is a percentage, and then the families that move into this house are another percentage, which may be why the parent family created the perfect storm for what happened to them. And we kind of noticed a shift with the
Okay.
spirits
That
every
makes
time the
sense.
house changes ownership. Since Jacqueline purchased it, we've been having a lot more contact. New spirits have come forward that once lived here and enjoyed this place.
And that's definitely true, because when we saw the actual series, it was a completely different flip than when we saw them just go by themselves.
The vibe felt different, like the tone felt different. It didn't feel so negative.
Yeah.
As you could say.
It felt more positive than it did negative. Like, of course, it had its negative moments, especially when Sam was down in the basement. But other than that, it felt very at peace for the most part. You know?
Place a lot. We've been to hundreds of places around the United States, and this property is probably one of the most unique places we've ever been. There's just so many layers to this place that it's hard to comprehend.
There's some things we know that we can't say, but there are some things that spirits have said, like there's just been something here that predates all of us. There were some things that have been here a long, long time.
Damn.
Sometimes they say that it's just they can get here in the speed of like a thought.
The King Philip's War was nearby, and there's this whole theory that, you know, they cursed the land, and some people theorize that kind of has leaked over here to this area. I think it's something with the land, and that's what Ed and Lorraine thought too when they first got here. They thought the land was the issue, the land and the house, not anybody in particular living in the house.
Can we tell the story about a couple spirits
Yeah.
in seance?
Yeah, I think we should.
There was a you nodding. So there was a story that we were told by the spirits of the house. Not Abigail, but there were two spirits named Jonathan and Matthew that were here. They were not at any point living here in history. We asked them, when was the first time you ever came here? Because you're staying here, but you're not from here. So what kept you or brought you here? And they said, well, we saw a light one day and we walked through it and we ended up here and we really liked it. We asked them who they saw, and they described everybody that was sitting at the table the night of the parent seance. They said a name of a medium that was there, and they said that they saw a light and they walked through it and ended up here. So it's almost like something might have opened up or
That's
attracted them that
different.
night. I believe there could be openings
That's unheard
or
of.
like
I've never
areas
heard
for
of that.
spirits to come through in different times and different places.
Yeah, I mean, a door could have been left open. There's been a lot of people who have come here that theorize that there's different portals on the property. As to why that is, we have no idea. Maybe it's the geological makeup of the land and things like that. I definitely think a door was opened by someone at some point, and that door obviously was never closed.
Yeah, I
If
was
we
about to
believe
say
the
it wasn't-
seance
Right.
happened the way that they say it happened. Big
It
thing
didn't.
with this property is you have a river running right through it, which there's so many theories on moving water and the paranormal and that fueling things. And then the geological makeup of New England that I mentioned is very unique. I know there was this geological survey done. They were looking for all the high deposits of limestone and energy-saving minerals.
Oh.
New England was a big
Why do I feel like I heard that limestone. Did they not? Did Sam and Colby
They did.
mention that a while ago?
It's between Sam and Colby, Amanda and Mackie, or Twin Paranormal that said something about limestone.
Being like a magnet,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yep.
Definitely heard
Very
that
strong conductor.
Hot spot, and Estes Park, Colorado, where the Stanley Hotel is, was another
Stanley.
big spot.
The Stanley, it was, yes.
All that mixed together, that's kind of
That's
creating
where, yes.
this perfect energy. Hundreds.
More than that. Anywhere you can think of, we probably talk to a spirit, hospitals,
I was going to
prisons.
ask, does it need to be a haunted location, or can you go out to a middle of a field and there might be somebody there?
There could be, not always, but everywhere where there's other people, usually there's a spirit there, because at least from what we've learned, everyone has somebody that's watching over them, ancestral wise, you know.
That's so interesting. Yeah. It's a good question to
Multiple
ask as well.
spirits have used the word good. It's very interesting. Nobody has said that they were stuck. We've had a spirit that was lost before.
They were in a basement in a home, and we had them come up because they shouldn't feel like they're left down there. They came upstairs and they went, "Where's my house?" We're like, "What are you talking about?" And they gave us an address, the same number but a different area. And so we told them where to find it, and you just hear them walk out of the room, and that was the last time we ever talked to them. And
Wow.
people never reported having activity
That's
in
beautiful.
there after.
Right, most people are coming back.
That's actually beautiful. They just wanted to be where they just wanted to be where they
They
where
were
they know.
comfortable. They were
Yeah.
comfortable and at peace at. I agree.
That's so beautiful. I could definitely, if I ever be, well, when I do, I would definitely just want to be where I'm comfortable at, which would be my house.
Your house, yeah. I want to be
Essentially.
by the beach. No, I'm just kidding.
So you could drown as a spirit?
Something's in my eye.
Oh, yeah?
Because they either love the house when they were alive, or they're watching over somebody that's still alive. And they want to say, I love them, I'm watching over them, I'm okay, don't have any regrets about what happened. Just a lot of comforting
A lot of I'm
messages.
sorry's.
Messages that bring closure, which that's why we could never put a price on giving somebody closure or a message from somebody that they really missed, you know. So most of it's positive.
Do you think like the afterlife feels emotions like humans? Have you ever asked that?
We've had some angry spirits express that they're upset about things. Spirits asking us to change or recommend people change doing things. I'm trying to think of what I can tell.
I think they definitely still experience emotion. I mean, just with talking with Abigail, we've learned so much from her
Yeah.
that some
That's
days
a fact.
she's still living in her world. That she's like, some days she's ended conversations with, all right, I have to go tuck the kids in now, and then she'll go off and do that. So that
Because she was
So-
the protector of the house.
I know, but as our world progresses and becomes different, she still sees what
Her
she
time.
was seeing. It's almost like Captain America going back in time, and that's all he sees living throughout his life.
Or like when he got.
Like the world didn't progress. Like wherever she was at that point in time, that's how it was. Like
Yeah.
let's say, God forbid, we died today. All we would know is just this world.
What we know now.
But let's just say 2024, they had flying cars.
Yeah, we wouldn't know.
We wouldn't necessarily know it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
takes emotion, right? That's showing comfort and love. We've talked to her at different age ranges before. There's just so much that I don't think we'll ever be able to comprehend.
Because they
Have
probably
you ever
feel like
asked
peace.
why?
Maybe.
Well, why do they come back to check on us when they have this good place to be at?
I think it's like visiting family, like you do when you're alive. I think it's that easy for them. They like the good place and they're there a lot of the time, but sometimes they're like, I want to make sure that my family's doing okay, or maybe they're trying to affect your decisions to make sure you're going to go on the right path or do the right things, so they're trying to get
Like a
involved as
guide.
much as they can.
And
I think they
I don't
watch.
think all of them are coming back. I personally haven't had communication with most of my family members. Satori, on the other end, has. So I think some people, they like it where they are in that good place. This house was in the same family for a long time. It was cared about and loved by a lot of people. With a house that's been kept in the family for that long, of course you would want to check in on it.
No, of course.
I want to sit right
is
next to the
tiny.
father.
What?
It seems
Lord?
as though they can
Oh.
pick what age
Oh,
they
Yeah.
are.
I mean, if they can pick their favorite part of their life and kind of relive that, then I assume that they could try. I mean, we never talked to a spirit that said they've been in the future, except for talking right now. I mean, if Abigail lived in the 1800s, she's obviously in the future now.
Yeah.
They ever feel
That's a good
boredom, or
perspective.
like
I didn't
they
think about
don't
it.
want to be in something like infinity, because the way we think about life is the fact that it is finite.
Right.
Makes it so meaningful.
So meaningful, right? We haven't had any conversations like that. No spirit has come forward and said they were bored or anything yet. I have a feeling that whatever realm they're in is operating on a totally different physics, emotional states, and things like
That's
that.
just-
Things that we assume here on Earth just wouldn't apply to that realm. And that's just
But it's like, that's so interesting because I can't even comprehend the fact.
Do not lean on your own understandings.
I know. You tell me that all the time.
That is why we can't comprehend it. That is exactly why we can't comprehend it. When we're trying to lean on our own understandings of how things should be or are supposed to be, we never figure it out, bro.
Life.
They probably don't want to come back to Earth because they like, yo,
This sucks.
I'm right here with a father. Ah!
I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
I'm eating a golden apple. The roads is paved in gold. Or not even, I'm walking on clouds.
That's what I want to do, is walk on some clouds. I think that's my perfect vision. I've
Definitely.
told you that before.
Definitely.
But that's just bizarre. So I got kind of off track. I just don't know. I believe it. I'm just like,
It's crazy.
I just don't-
It is.
I can't picture it because it's just not something we're
We've seen or could
living, you know, in all that good
just
stuff.
me speculating, but
Right.
1 minute here on Earth, maybe 5 hours up there or something like that, or maybe the opposite. We're not really sure. Dead spirits say, I'll be right back, and then we don't hear from them for like 3 days. They said they've been gone for just a couple of minutes.
We had a spirit here come through one
Wow.
day. His name was William. He said, "What are you all doing in my house?" And we went, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You're in my house. Where's all my furniture?" And he's freaking out. And we said, "Can you tell us what year it is?" And he goes, "What are you talking about? It's 1917.
Wow.
He said, "I just went outside and I come back and you're in my house." So
Oh.
he thought we were ghosts. Maybe it's just like
Oh,
life
wow.
over there.
Damn.
Interesting.
So he's probably looking at them like, this is real life for him.
Yeah.
But he sees them as
Like, who are they?
ghosts. Like, what the hell is going on? Oh, that's different.
That's kind of cool, actually.
That is kind of cool. I'd be like, yo, get off my couch, bro. What are
Be
you
like, you know,
doing?
you get off my couch.
No, get off.
It's weird.
Is there a reason why you can't answer some certain questions? Like, do the spirits tell you not to say things? Or is it personal?
Both.
There's some things that Jacqueline is not ready to announce about the house yet. There's some questions that we've gotten answers to that I guess the spirits weren't ready to
Let people know.
let people know
Interesting.
about. There's
And-
things that we haven't been ready to admit either yet, I think. Just because we're still processing it. I think the longer we do this, the more it's going to evolve as well. It's definitely kind of interesting and scary at the same time to see what it could. And then it could also go away tomorrow. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it could just disappear. We don't want to do anything wrong, that's for sure.
Everyone knock on wood right now.
Have you guys found something out that is like, we'll never talk about that with anybody?
Yes.
And about like external things or more about like personal things?
They're really trying to get us.
No, I'm not in general, like, are you finding something out about the world that you're like, humans probably shouldn't know that?
Not so much as far as people shouldn't know. Like, I think if there was a message that everyone should
Tell
know,
us.
we
No, I'm
would
just
definitely tell it, unless they said that we couldn't or something like that. But I guess most of it would be personal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think most of it would be personal.
Personal stuff. Okay.
Yeah. And there really isn't much. I mean, there's just a couple things that we've agreed not to at least talk about now, but maybe in the future.
Okay.
Gotcha.
We respect that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What is
Everyone has someone that's watching out for them, even if you don't believe it. Life here on Earth is outstanding, no matter how bad it seems right now. Everything happens for a reason, the good and the bad. We learn lessons from the bad things that happen to us, and that kind of
Agreed.
sets us on a new path. Everything happens for a reason, even the bad things. So you just have to push through that. Sometimes you have to hit rock bottom before you go back up. Even though you may be in a really tough spot, someone is there with you. 100%. Every single person.
Don't be
Same with us in our YouTube career as well. We've, or even just whatever you guys are going through in life. Lots of ups, lots of downs, but don't let
Definitely.
that stop you.
We've
Don't
hit
do
rock
it.
bottom for sure. We've definitely hit rock bottom while doing this, and let me tell you, it was tough, but
You make it through, guys. We'll
You
make
do.
it through. If we could make it through, so could you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So close-minded, I guess, because I was even skeptical of the paranormal, and I'm part of a paranormal family, so I was very skeptical of it. My entire belief system has changed. Honestly, it's created an entire new belief system I didn't even know was a thing. Like, I'm learning and changing my beliefs all the time, so just don't be so close-minded, I guess, because there's always something that nobody knows.
Yeah, I mean, the unknown can definitely be a scary place. All the messages we got have been of what Abigail said last night, love, positive messages. If that was a demon impersonating someone, then they go about their business after they give their message, and that's one heck of a demon.
Positive demon. There you go.
Oh yeah.
We've had some people say, you're talking to demons, impersonating people.
Gosh, we're aliens. Oh my gosh, we got so many theories about all this.
Lord.
It's
Are
really
you guys aliens?
That's one thing.
We've gotten so many things like that. You're aliens, you talk to demons, you have Bluetooth speakers in your pockets, like all sorts of theories we get from people. Double jointed toes.
Oh yeah.
Oh
We've heard
my
that too.
gosh, bro. I was
So much-
watching
Go
one of
ahead.
these debunking videos of like the Conjuring thing because I was like, are people really doing this? Like, I saw more debunking than actually just enjoying the series for what it was.
Because then you have people talking about cracking your ankles or
Cracking
like,
your ankle, which you could, but I'm like, bro,
who
Sam.
has the time to do that?
Exactly. And multiple times throughout the first episode, Sam was videotaping their feet. There's no way you're telling me you can't see their ankle
Movement.
being, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Even though she's wearing pants or like whatever, but
You
there's
could see
no
leg
way.
movement is what I'm trying to say. So like I was watching the dude was like, oh yeah, like, the little hammer toe, if someone has it, like you could learn how to like make it pop loud. And I'm like, what?
I
Like
didn't
who's
even
sitting
know.
up here like doing this for I don't know. People just got a lot of time on their hands. That's just what I've come to realize. No hate to y'all, but do your thing, I guess. Oh.
Maybe something is happening because you guys are together.
Yeah, maybe you don't have to hold hands or something. I mean, we've all been at like parties or something like that, and the mood feels really good when you're around a really good group of people. When
Definitely.
someone enters that room with bad energy, let's say,
Feel it.
it kind of
Oh, yeah,
ruins
you
the whole
feel it.
vibe of the place. When you're around certain people
Shoot.
that work well together, as far
Yeah.
as the spirit world is concerned,
Patrick.
that may create its own beacon as well and bring them in a little closer, just to communicate and interact with.
Whenever me, you, and then Patrick.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yes.
Patrick, huh?
Equipment, recordings, and stuff like that. So maybe that's what you guys have, and maybe the more you keep doing that, and maybe experimenting with something else, maybe not holding hands, but testing it out. I'm not really sure what, but it might.
Gotta find out.
Almost gotta do a backflip.
We're gonna try everything.
We'll try everything.
But please send us the footage of it.
I'll try. I'll try.
On or off camera, we just wanted to ask, like, do you guys understand this could like change millions of people's lives? It changed ours. This could be huge.
I don't know if you guys are like prepared for it. When this video goes out and people can see everything that you do, we're gonna leave most of it uncut. It's gonna be a big splash. I'm not even trying to sound like boastful or dramatic or anything, but it could change the world.
You ain't lying.
Like view of spirits and stuff.
Yeah.
This is so special.
Probably the most
That's big.
undeniable thing anybody's ever seen about the afterlife.
Jeez.
And like you guys have like
No, yeah, we definitely don't realize that, that's for sure.
No. I'm trying to think of how to process that.
I'm just saying like
Yeah,
like
no.
without this, tens of millions of people are watching these videos. This is unheard of.
If it's helping people, then that's why we're still doing this. I mean, if it's helping more people, then that's wonderful.
So we knew we could do this since 2018. We kept it a secret till 2021, 2022. The reason we did was because we were afraid of how the public was going to react.
Yeah.
Even
Definitely.
now, we're still like slowly kind of doing it whenever it's supposed to happen. But we are prepared as long as it's helping people and maybe
No, of
showing
course.
people that there is more. That's what it's about for us. And, getting the house out there and showing that the house is more than what some people just believe it is. That's the important thing. We are prepared though because we have gotten both good opinions and bad opinions. So we're prepared for both of it. We're strong in our beliefs and what we do. So
Right, and of course we want to help everybody. That's impossible,
course.
right? We can't give a reading to everybody or give a session to everybody.
yeah, we're
Right.
not doing gallery readings or anything else in the future.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah.
taking money for this or anything.
But like I said, it's 100% that there's somebody out there watching you. And if you think you know who it is probably is that person.
I don't know who would be watching over me.
Abigail specifically had either told you guys or just knew that we were coming, correct?
Yeah.
So you think that every single thing that we've captured, Abigail would be okay with, or the spirit realm would be okay with sharing to the world?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. I think
Okay.
from what we understand, she just wanted to let you guys know because this is the first time. It took us so long to describe to her how this works because she's from a different time.
Yeah.
When we described it to her because she knew you guys were coming, she kept saying, I want to talk to them, I want to talk to them, I want to let them know that I'm real.
That's
I'm a real
so cool.
person.
That is
I'm
awesome.
kind. She kept telling us that she's like, I want them to know I'm kind.
Because I don't really remember the first two Conjuring series that we watched from them, but I don't think Abigail's name was really mentioned too much. So she was probably always there and always wanted to talk to them, but wasn't able to actually talk to them.
No, I think it was.
I believe it
mentioned
was
it.
mentioned, but the way that they were able to talk to her and really have a communication with her, with Cody and Satori, like, I think that's why she wanted to talk to them so bad. She didn't have the opportunity to.
Before, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anyone was able to really get that message out and really just...
I'm very glad that they did this, though. It's
Oh.
a very great series, and
For a
y'all
fact.
can hate if you want, but I know what I saw. He knows what he saw.
Yeah.
We know what we saw.
Listen, everyone's saying Hollywood this, Hollywood that. These are YouTubers. I mean, I know that people fake their things. Well, in terms of like pranks and stuff, yes, I understand that. Plenty of examples that you could point to, but like going through an old house like this and setting up speakers and all of that stuff,
That's doing
bro,
the most,
come on,
to
now.
be real
come
with
on,
you.
let's think. It's a lot.
Let's think.
She's happy as long as like she was able to trust you guys and you guys get out there that this is actually a thing.
Right,
You know?
and another thing with this house, there's been so many misconceptions about it, even about the spirits that we've communicated with. And I think it's important to Abigail, that word kind of gets out and the misinformation gets fixed. She definitely trusted you guys to go through with that, which is great.
She's expressed sometimes when she's upset, which I guess proves that there's emotion about, some people coming in and thinking that she's evil right out of the bat. And so she wanted to correct a lot of this. She just wants you to know, like, there's nothing to worry about. I'm just a happy colonial era woman. If you're scared of a woman coming through and telling you, I want my pear trees replanted in the side yard, and, I love the color that you painted the room, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
When I first started, we thought someone was hiding in a closet somewhere and just knocking on the wall or something. Of course, we would love to figure out how this works at some point, for sure. But we're not out here to prove that what we're doing is legitimate. I think that's why we only do it for people that cross our paths naturally. And if we get invited to go somewhere, we'll do it.
I think that's why whatever it was chose you guys, because that's your mindset on it. Super
Interesting.
humble.
For real.
I think it's why they choose certain people, because they know what you're going to do with that. And you guys have this great philosophy of like, I want to help people.
Yeah.
I want to do this
Instead
for
of
this
using
reason.
it for
To give
bad.
the message
Right.
that you are. And you're not doing it for the money. You're not doing it for the fame. You're just like, let's help people. And there's a very
Sorry,
few
y'all.
select people in this world now that do things like that. It's cool.
Well, we appreciate that. And my question is, why you guys? Why did they want to talk to you? Why did they want to share this message through you guys? Maybe they knew getting this message to you, you guys weren't going to just throw it out and go do something different. Maybe you guys are kind of the same thing. You're humble, you're nice, you're maybe they knew that you guys were going to do that. So
Everything happens for a reason.
everything
Yes.
does.
They
If
were
you
the
don't
influence.
stop it, stop
I'm
it.
telling you, baby, how many times have I said that? He gets annoyed anytime.
You've
He's
only
like,
said it one time in your life that I've been together with you. So anyone else?
he's always like, everything happens for a reason.
What was that? What was that?
Pac-Man.
It was what?
Pac-Man.
What?
What are you doing? You're weird.
What you say, Sacco?
Why do you got my song? Look, you scared Chico. He went behind me. Weirdo.
30s.
Yeah.
Out there that goes out looking for this stuff. I think your senses, you were given them for a reason, and I think you should use them, especially for individuals who believe that they're more sensitive to this type of thing. I definitely think you should explore that more. It's not a bad thing to be more open to this stuff. It may seem scary at some times if you're seeing things. I mean, Satori and I can't see anything. We like to say we're as psychic as a bag of rocks or something like that. I mean, it just happens whenever we do that. So if you're experiencing stuff like that, definitely keep exploring it. The equipment is awesome. Use it to kind of validate what's going on around you, but don't pay attention to the equipment solely. You could miss whatever's happening in front of you.
Kindness and being
Great
gentle
tip.
works a lot better than provoking and being rude. Also, if you want to try communicating with the dead, here's a fun piece of advice. We found that junk food and sugar helps.
Really?
Interest. Oh, this is the question
We
we
do
all
know that
trying
one
to
of
know.
the original Arnold family members had a brother named David who did serve, I believe, in the Revolution. So I'm not sure
Wow.
if that's who you're encountering.
And that's really like the only Dave that's really associated with the family line that lived in this house that we've been able to locate so far. Or it's somebody totally
But we've talked to family members from people here. I'm sure there are spirits that pass through all the time. So
Right.
who knows? You know, it could have been anybody.
Those woods were terrifying.
We've had the spirits inside tell us to be careful of the woods. They know that there's something outside that's completely out of there, you know, like it's completely different. One of the first nights we were staying here at the house as caretakers, we woke up at like midnight, early in the morning because we were hearing drumming and it was coming up from the back of the house and we started getting really nervous because it was just one particular beat, like boom, 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 and it kept happening. All the motion detections in the front yard, like somebody was coming around the driveway, started going off. And then it sounded like it was right outside the door, and so we locked the doors in the employee quarters, and we waited in the loft, and then all of a sudden the power in the house went out. The drumming stopped. At this point, I'm like close to tears. I'm like, we need to call Jacqueline, because I think like something's gonna happen. Like we're terrified. We've only ever heard that beat one other time from a video that a friend of ours had shown us from a local Native American group. It was described as a pre-war drumming. I'm not sure if that was residual or not, but it was definitely scary when we were here, just because it was so unknown. We didn't know.
That's what we kept hearing when they were in there. It was like
Literally like they're getting ready for war.
what was going on. All the camera systems went down, everything.
especially over the bridge. I think that is a different territory for
Why
sure.
did you do that?
I don't like over the bridge. I don't go over the bridge, especially at nighttime. Like that's just something that for some reason my senses go don't do it, so I don't do it. The spirit in the basement, I don't know if it's just being a trickster, but they said go out to the woods, and I'm not fond
me.
of that. So I'm just trusting my gut on it. I do not go past the bridge. I think there's some things out there.
And at least for us, sometimes it's more difficult to communicate out there with our method. Sometimes it's more difficult to get straight answers, which I guess puts us on edge a little bit more as well. Definitely a lot of tricky things out there, a lot of mischievous things.
For a fact.
I could never go out into the woods by
Crazy.
myself at night. No, thank you. Oh.
Hey Abigail, one more time. Are you busy?
There she is.
Abigail? Hi, how are you? Good, that's good.
Is there anything else you want to tell potentially millions of people right now about the spirit realm? Any message that you have, anything. The stage is yours.
Do you have any last words?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, life. A, B, C,
Live.
D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, live. You want everybody to live their life to the fullest?
I was about to say that.
Good.
And then this
That's
we
good
saw
to
in
hear.
the
Amazing.
The
Just want to
series.
say overall, thank you so much, Abigail. You've changed a lot of people's lives.
How does that feel? Good. Yeah. Do you have anything to say on that besides that feels good? Should you walk away?
I don't know.
Hello?
Abigail? Oh.
I'm still here, the hell?
Did you think you would ever be heard by that many people? No. What would you like to say? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, A, B, C, D, E, A. Thank you.
Thank
She's
you.
saying thank you.
I'm gonna give a lot of people hope, Abigail.
Thank you so much.
She's
Walked
gone.
away?
Yeah, she's gone.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Thank you guys for
Of
doing
course.
No problem.
Thanks for having us along for the investigations with you guys. It was fun.
Literally changed our lives. Thank you. I've cried in every fucking video because of them. Thank you.
Can I give you a hug? Your crying makes me want to give you a hug.
Let's do a group hug.
Let's do a group hug. Everybody. Colby, are you gonna hug? Awesome.
Beautiful week, guys. Thank you.
Oh, of
real.
course. If you ever find that you need weird knocking noises anywhere else, you know where to find us. So
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Are you moving right now? Because I feel it right now.
Is it my legs?
That maybe, but it's been happening. Like,
I haven't been doing
there
this.
was one time I know it was us, but then I'm not sure about the
It
chair.
doesn't feel like this.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
then
you
I'm
like
just gonna
moving?
try to stay still. It could have been me. I don't know. I don't know if I was moving too much.
See,
Oh, I heard that.
See, that's what I'm thinking. That is just your. That's.
That's
That's so weird.
Wowzers.
Wowie.
Stop.
Zooey,
Stop,
mama.
stop.
Why? Don't tell me to stop.
Stop.
Who are you telling to stop?
Stop. Well, guys, that was
The interview.
the full Cody and Satori interview at the Conjuring house.
Like we said from the beginning, no hate.
No
Just
hate.
appreciate.
No
No hate,
here.
appreciate.
Don't want to see it. Don't even want to entertain it. So don't bring it here.
I didn't have too much to say because I was generally just enjoying the answers that they had and just understanding why things were the way that they are, and then just the message was beautiful.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Embarrassing.
I don't know, just go.
Anyway, if
Do
you
you
guys
have
are,
anything to say?
I enjoyed the video. I enjoyed actually watching the full and getting some of the answers that weren't necessarily answered during the series.
Good job.
And hopefully you guys got the answers that you needed that you didn't get throughout the series. So if you are new to this channel and you feel like you want a family that's pretty fun, I mean,
I would like to think we
I
are
would like
fun.
to think so. Definitely hit that subscribe and notification bell so you can stay up to date with the latest and greatest forehead that's ever been created on this earth. If you guys want to see other channels of ours, make sure you check the description because they will be aligned for you to click on. With that being said, we are
Yeah.
out. Peace. See you guys in the next
one.
one.